how's it going? Deceased Beast here. I'm gonna continue playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Hopefully this doesn't crash on me too much. And that's where I was. Okay, looking good so far. And a crash. To be expected. At least the first couple times. Okay, that works. So I'm going to keep Carth on my team and Jolie.
Ready.
For Carth, I'm going to save his son that's in the Korriban Sith Academy by showing him Sith are bad. They're bad. Damn, I don't know what to do. Okay, conditioning. Let's just give him no. Treat injury. Yes, that's. Let's just double check my quests, missions, whatever. Okay. Master Thor will talk about his master's dead. You know, full the rival shall work together, but Lasho didn't give it to me. Remember that. Okay, let's see if I can get enough prestige with the Sith. Oh my god, none of them are beside me. Why are you not following my lead?
What?
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Right when it lights up, I can go. Green go, go. A nice little auto save. Gonna need that a couple times as I slaughter the Sith. I'll try to make friends though with one of these Sith. I'm gonna try to make him go to Dantooine before I destroy this place. Let's go see. Because first things first, I'm pretty sure she's on to the right over here. What's her name? Yeah, Korriban. See if I can become her friend.
I understand you managed to kill Lasho. Well done. She was devious, but I knew her trust could be turned against her. One less opponent is an excellent result, regardless of how it occurs, correct? Now then, something you needed.
No,
Come back soon.
Looks like she is my friend. Okay. Then I must break into here.
No problem. Got it.
Datapad.
That datapad, just take a look at it. I wonder if Dustil knows his friend was disposed of like that. If not, it might convince Dustil that what we're saying about the Sith is true. It'd be worth a shot.
Yes, it is, Carth. Yes, it is.
No problem. Got it.
Jedi Master robes. Ooh, I'm gonna put those on. Actually, they're even better. 5'8". No, they're not. Quadrama's robes are way better. Wisdom 2. know I need a new belt. 423 isn't good enough anymore. It's good, but not good enough. Okay. Let's tell Dustle. That's Carth's son. That the Sith are bad. Very bad. I actually wish I didn't kill Lashao, but she didn't like make us go together. There he is, Dustle.
Back already? So tell me, Father, where's this proof you promised?
I have a data pad I want you to look at. You knew someone named Celine?
Celine? She's the one who convinced me to come to the academy with her. Why? Where did you get this?
Look at it. It belongs to Master Uthar, doesn't it?
Yes, it's his, but he told me he said that she'd been lost on a mission in the valley. This says that they
Killed her because she was hindering your progress. Superiority at any cost, Dustle. There's your evil. Or can you live with that?
No, I can't. I had no idea. They lied to me.
Well, there's the son I remember. Now, will you leave here?
No. You go do whatever you have to, Father. I have some other friends here. I have to warn them what's going on. And maybe I can, look around here and find out some more information. From the inside. Something that might help you.
I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of that, is there? I mean, you're not gonna do anything halfway. Sounds familiar.
I guess it does.
I'm proud of you, Dustle. You aren't hanging on to a lie after you see it for what it is. Not everyone could do that.
Maybe after this is all over we can talk. I'm still not sure about us, but I'll listen. Maybe we can get back to where we should have been.
Well, I'd like that.
I'll go back to Telos when this is over. You can find me there. Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye, son. Good luck.
Saved Carth's son. That was my intention this whole time. Now let's see if Master Uthar will accept all my prestige from conquering all his so-called missions.
Ah, what is this you bring me, Shardan?
It is none other than the sword of Ajunta Paul, Master.
Fool. All the trouble you went through for your deception, and you did not even make an effort to verify the sword's authenticity.
Master, but what do you mean?
There is no place for fools amongst the Sith. Begone.
Fool. Shouldn't have tried to rob me. That's what you get.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are...
Who's left? I got rid of them all. I've dealt with the renegade students.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then?
Yes, they are all done. It's done. They are all gone.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Shirak ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
I have a sword of Ajunta Paul.
Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it.
We should have kept that. It could have made a...
Oh, he's right. I could have made money off it. Quiet. Remember where we are.
Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
I've dealt with the rogue droid. I dealt with Jorakulum, the hermit in the hills.
Ah, my old master. Still, unless you bring back something of his, some writings are similar, I am unimpressed. Jorak's fate means nothing to me.
I have a tablet written by Jorakulum.
Oh? Let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings in one of the tombs. How interesting. I do hope you had to pry this from his dead fingers. Regardless, you have impressed me with your worthy act. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, what else? I've dealt with the rogue droid in the tombs.
Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
Alright, this could be tough, since I'm by myself, but let's see.
What are you doing here? Go back to Uthar and tell him you are ready to take your final test. Our moment is at hand. Go.
She won't even let me talk to her. He just chills beside this body the whole time. Quick save.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed.
What is the final test?
I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health.
I'm ready to go.
Then we go now.
I can trust in my force powers. I should be strong enough. A day passes in preparation. Uthar then takes you and Euthura to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
I dislike your tone, Euthura. What are you up to now?
Nothing, of course, my master. I was merely agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin?
Can I leave the tomb?
You cannot. No one enters and no one leaves until your test is complete.
Okay, find the star map, return with the lightsaber. I understand.
Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't want to just jump into battle, because I know that line's gonna get me. I can just get him slowly. And this into. I get him into one too. They're all dancing with me. I want to dance. Yes, my lightsaber skills may not be there. I may have to switch to 1 because I haven't been training in my lightsaber skills. Okay, I might have to do this. Skill too low. I'll have to disarm it. Now just to pad my health, a little med pack, doesn't hurt. Alright, let's see what this side is. Ooh. Okay, the puzzle. No, I don't. I still want to use 2. Looks cool. There are 3 pillars of electric readouts showing the energy levels of 4 systems. The controls show that these systems can be transferred to each of the pillars. Caution: some of the systems are very delicate, and improper transfer of power can cause an electrical overload. In order to unseal the chamber, all of the following 4 systems must be transferred to the right pillar. So the top may be transferred without fear of overload. Mid-upper, this causes an overload if transferred to a pillar that has an active top. Mid-lower, this system may only be transferred to another pillar that has no systems or the base. And the base, the large system, may only be transferred to a blank with no active. Okay, only one active system pillar, last one. Okay, the current system displayed as the pillar reads. Okay, so let's move. We have to move the base, obviously, to the right because it has to be by itself. So let's do left to right, then left to middle, so that's by itself. Then I can move the right to the middle. That should be fine. And then the left to the... oh no. Right? Yeah. Okay. Then the middle to the right. Then... oh, whoops. I meant the right to the very left. Then the middle to the right. Then left to the right. Alright, now rinse and repeat. It's the middle. Right to the middle. Right to the left. Then the middle to the left. I messed up there. Let's do left to the right. Oh, whoops. I meant left to the middle. Then we'll do right to the middle. And then right to left. And then repeat everything over to get the base over to the right. So middle, so that's the right. Middle to left. Right to left. Middle to the right. Okay. Left to the right. To the middle, right to the middle, left to the right, middle to the left, middle to the right, and left to the right. Okay, when I first did this when I was a kid, it took me a while to figure that out. I failed a bunch of times. The whole room like literally crashes down. Not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Like these guys. Not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. You want to dance? Let's dance. Happy my force powers are overpowering them. My force overpowered. That's enough. Disable that. He should be dead by the time this is disabled. And there. They are taken care of. Other strength amplifiers. I probably should just turn them on now. Demolition amplifier is not helping at all with my disarming. Okay, that's half the tomb. Or at least a quarter? Yeah, I'd say a quarter of the tomb. I think the other half is a little bit tougher. Let's do a save. Don't need to do that all again. Datapad. What's this datapad say? The worst is sometimes all these items say just datapad. So I have to like decipher which datapad is the one I want to look at. Journalist said he did not make it past the portion of the final test. This is the one I wanted to look at. Most of the journal consists of the Sith account of gaining enough prestige with Luthor, then taking the test. Only the final entry to appear to concern the test itself. It seems I need to get across the pool of acid in the central chamber if I am to complete my test here. It's not going to be easy. The runes name one obelisk the pillar of fire, then the other pillar of ice. I can only assume that's one of the pillars leads to a way to remove the acid pool, fire or ice. Wouldn't fire create toxic fumes? I'm not sure. Maybe freezing the pool would be safer. Well, I worry about the once I bypass the Technic beasts, if I can. I suppose it's now or never. Doesn't look like he passed these Technic beasts. See if I can. Okay, they don't know I'm here yet. I'm going in. Oh no. They're immune to my damage one, so I have to try to do this. Just to reapply, just in case. My force should hold up. Yeah, he hurts. He hurts. 2 of those hits, I would be out. But where I was lacking at the beginning of the game with combat, I'll start excelling at. Once I get Force Whirlwind maxed out too. Force Wave. Nice. Sheila's Journal. Okay, let's see if I can find this Sheila's Journal. Okay, this data pad is the personal journal of the Jedi Sheila Nur. Her last entry is particularly compelling. So I feel like I've been following their story. 2 went to Nar Shaddaa. 2 went to Korriban. And the other one went to Kashyyyk. I've tracked the technique that ambushed us in the Shire caves in his tomb. But even as I stand at the entrance, I know this is wrong. Dark thoughts fill my mind, hatred and vengeance. I cannot stop myself from blaming Gunhand for Durin's death. If he had not abandoned us, my love would surely have survived the first attack. But my hatred of Gun pales beside my burning desire for revenge. My blood boils to destroy the creature that ended Durin's life, no matter what the cost. I know such thoughts are those of the dark side, but I cannot help them. Even the second set of tracks outside the cave cannot dissuade me from my tasks. One technic, 1 to 1,000, it makes no difference to me now. The only image I see is that of Durin's broken body, and only blood can cleanse it from my mind. I hope my master will forgive me for what I'm about to do. Get yourself killed. So they came from the caves into here. Because that's where her love died. Okay. Pillar of fire, pillar of ice. Yeah, skeletal human remains. So this tomb is somewhat connected to that cave somehow. Give myself a little stim, give myself a little save. Because if it crashes, I would not want to just fight those guys again. Acid pool. Let's throw ice, like they said in that little data pad. Oh, nice. That actually destroyed my health. Wow. I'm lucky I didn't die from that. Alright, that is the star map for Korriban. That's a Sith lightsaber. That is the second star map.
So, you return to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand?
I wouldn't say I exerted myself getting this.
Perhaps not to someone of your natural strength. The point is in the recognition of the nature of the act, rather than its sheer difficulty.
Are you saying a Jedi couldn't have got the lightsaber?
When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive, that strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential.
Alright, I think this is gonna loop. I think I understand then. Or, I don't believe you, I don't feel superior.
If you came to the Academy, you must have felt the stirrings within you that cry out for the freedom of the dark side, that cry out for release. I can only show you the path that will lead to power and superiority. You have followed it this far. You must decide if you are capable of continuing.
And if I'm not?
This is where your path ends, young one. There is no turning back once you have embarked on it.
Alright, I think I understand then.
Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior, and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Euthura here, my own apprentice.
What? So this is what you had planned all along? You wish me killed?
Indeed. You have become too ambitious, Euthura. It is time for you to die, and someone more talented to take your place.
No. It is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Oh, is this true, young one? You wish to join Euthura in her foolish scheme?
I'm sorry, Uther. I'm with her in this one.
Do you hear that, my master? That is the sound of a new leader rising to replace you.
So the time has come, has it? You both wish to stand against a Sith Master and perish, do you? Then so be it.
Oh, I'm so far beyond a Sith Master. So far. You can even move. This is what a Sith Master is. Nothing.
Ulthar is finished, and a new order is brought to the Academy. Excellent. While I do like you, truly, I'm afraid I'm not the type to share power with anyone, even you.
But I don't want any power.
If only I could believe you. Let's get this over with. Quickly.
What? I want to save her. Can I save her? Will she die? Stop doing that to me. Yeah, okay.
Stop. I yield. You are too strong for me. I was a fool to think otherwise. I am at your mercy.
You ask for mercy? You? A Sith?
I suppose I am. Something tells me that you are not like the other students. I don't know why that is. I was right the first time back at the cantina, wasn't I? There is something different about you. More so than I even suspected.
I'm not here to become a Sith. I got what I came for.
I didn't think you were here to train. Not really. I should have realized that sooner. So what happens now? Will you show me mercy? Will you just let me leave?
Tell me why you tried to kill me first.
I had no choice. You reminded me too much of a time before I became a Sith. I didn't want to think about that.
Maybe you should think about it.
I suppose you could be right. All the things I wanted to do, all the wrongs I wanted to right, I haven't done any of it. They just get farther and farther from my mind. All I've cared about is power and myself. This isn't the person I was.
There's still time to change that.
You're right. Maybe what I needed most was peace after all. The Jedi tried to show me that. I don't know if I can ever go back to them, but my place isn't here. Thank you. Thank you for showing me that. You have a destiny, my friend, and I wish you well on your way to it. May the Force be with you.
Alright, Euthura. She's out. I converted another Sith to the light. Eating Lasho is still on my quest list. Oh, Lasho. Yep, that's it for this place. Now let's leave Korriban for good. Pretty sure I looted it all, completed all the quests. Oh, did I loot this? Oh, I didn't loot this. Because it was near the door I couldn't go through. Can I change my party? Nope. I guess I'll be by myself going on the inside.
You there. How is it that you're leaving Nagasadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar?
I don't know what you were talking about.
You lie.
Look, I don't know. I don't need any trouble here, alright?
Well, you found it. If you've done anything to Master Uthar, you're going to pay for it.
But what if Master Uthar is really dead? How can we hope to stand up against someone who could kill him?
Don't be a sniveling coward. I will prove this one a spy. And if Uthar is dead, I shall become the new master.
Wow, not even named. You're a Sith apprentice, and you think you're going to be a master. Okay, I'll put that to you. You can get stunned over there.
For the Sith!
Okay. It's not gonna work out for you, but for whoever you want. Yeah, that's right. Whoops. Let me tell this. Force slow was put on me, I think. Now when I get inside, I'm not only to battle everybody, but my teammates will be here to battle too. Okay. Oh, okay, Carth, you're the one who has it hard. I thought Jolie was going to be up there, but...
What? What?
I still got it. We got it. I knew Carth was going to take it. It's too hard for him to handle all that by himself. I have to go back and loot after I help me friend Carth. I'll just stand on his body too. Oh, listen. Yeah, you can do something too, Julie. You start choke and one of those. Choke, choke, choke.
Sure.
I resisted the last one. Bad chances. No, you have no force here. Okay, this is when we got the heal up.
What?
Come on. Get it in, get it in. Awesome. Sure. Probably do this too. Show utility items, usable items. Same thing with you. Let's use this. Yeah, it's not all of them. But that was enough to get Carth up. Now I'll collect some of these remains.
Uh-huh.
And you need?
Sure.
Alright, so Carth can get some heals from that. While we get some force powers up to deal with the rest of the crew. Yeah, because I'm going to deal with every wing. No Siths, I'll stand. Especially the ones torturing. Nah. They get it. Hey buddy, we're friends.
Yes.
Make sure there's none over here. Okay, good. No loot, no loot. Okay. Moving on. I may have cleared it out naturally, either turning them to light, or they never came back from their expeditions.
Let's see what you got. Oh!
Just make sure there's no more stragglers. They'll take care of those main force that I just started. Okay, awesome. No stragglers.
And you need?
Send some heals out. Get Carth to full.
What?
I can't believe the tomb and all these guys are not going to give me a level. They're not worth much of XP, are they? Kashyyyk was probably harder than this. Terrace was harder than this. Shit. No one's in there. I think that's it. Maybe a couple more up front. That Sith guard that didn't let me in from the beginning. Oh, he thinks I forgot. Oh, I didn't forget about you. Especially my friend here that knows a lot of Force choke.
And you need?
What? Sure.
There. That is the Sith Academy. Korriban is clean. Oh, hey, Dak.
If you must know, I intend to take the first ship off this rock. Why should that interest you? I trust you got whatever you wanted from the tombs?
How do you know Juhani?
She and I were students together at Dantooine for a time. We were close, and we shared doubts about the Jedi's ways. I left for the Sith because I thought it would be better here. It looks like Juhani changed her mind and stayed with the Jedi after all. Your doing, maybe? Anyway, I'm done with the Jedi, the Sith, and with her. Just leave me alone.
Are you just gonna... Why are you leaving exactly?
I already said, didn't I? I don't want to still be around when they start asking questions about you.
But where will you go?
Why do you care? I've no intention of opposing you. Perhaps I'll go back to Dantooine. Or just somewhere where there's no Sith or Jedi, period.
Alright. Never mind.
Then leave me be.
Is he a vendor? No, he's not. I need to sell stuff. Are you a vendor? Actually, I can get the space station. Never mind, I don't need your petty little shop in this Korriban systems. Zerka, you're finished. Gato was not happy about his operations failing on Kashyyyk. Oh, hello, Sith. Okay, let's see if we can talk to some people.
Yeah, what do you want?
No war stories? Okay. Moving on. I do not think I have the repair skill to help HK. Julie, any stories?
Got something on your mind?
You meant something about your adventuring days.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
So you weren't an adventurer?
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
But you already said so much. I'm curious.
I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
Yeah, well, old people love to talk about history. Proven fact.
Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
Wait, you were a smuggler?
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Where'd you get all the credits for these supplies?
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
So you stole it?
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
What happened then?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
Was the day that you what?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Your wife? You were married?
You know another way to get a wife? But yes, that's when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
I'll leave Jolie alone. Seems like a touchy subject.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you...
What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
What happened?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange. A band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
What'd you do for her?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
You were enslaved?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credit for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
How can the Jedi just stand for that?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
What did you do?
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine. We both know what has happened since then.
Juhani.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Juhani's story is pretty sad.
How can I help?
I can try.
No, never mind. I don't want to see them. Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you think you'll ever see Dustil again?
I think so. If he's anything like he used to be, Dustil hates to be tricked. There's no way he'll let the Sith trick him again. As for whether or not he'll be my son again, I don't know. He's so full of anger and hate. I wasn't expecting him to be like this. Well, maybe we can work it out. I hope so. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, by the way, for all your help. Yes, what's on your...
Alright, so Carth seems like he's completed all his stuff. Juhani just told me most of hers. I have to go for Bastila. Eating Lashow and a Korriban will never be done. I should have kept the sword and did the Lashow quest. Whatever. Okay, Yavin. Let's go to that shop. I wasted my credits last time on that suit that I'm never going to use.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malik. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Carth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malik?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
Was that necessary?
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
He just walks into a room and just pushes a guy to a console. Let's take the Jedi with me. Well. I'm not sure if Yavin's been working properly. I was able to... Oh, never mind. I was wondering when this will happen. I think you better leave. Alright, I'll ask you again. Very politely.
Hava, yun patisa. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune. Or tong hitwama ki mulira ku.
Whatever. Show me your shop. What's your shop? What's your shop? What did those Transoceans want?
Ichuta. Yun patis tong hitwama ji human ak chiki.
Alright, I don't care. What are you willing to sell? No crystals? Really? Let's see what I can sell. It's worth 0. Nagasato's poison blade. Selling. I gotta relook at building a lightsaber again, because I might be able to put some that helps my will and force powers. But now to Dantooine, because I want to see all my Sith that I helped out. All my little friends that I saved before the slaughter.
Yeah, what do you want? Your choice.
I'm waiting for Cander's more war stories. Jolie, do you want to talk?
Got something on your mind?
You mentioned something about your wife before?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, sorry. Maybe we can talk about it later.
Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way. Got something on your mind?
Tell me about Sunry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit, I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunry for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunry I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too, or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Dantooine. So far, my playthrough hasn't been perfect. I failed 2 quests. Returning Lashow, and on Kashyyyk, returning the droid quest before the revolt. Now I came to Dantooine. Let's see if I can spawn out a couple conversations with Juhani and Canderous.
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
Do you know him, Canderous?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
You lived?
I alone realized what was happening, and managed to escape the trap before it closed. The trap he set for his own men.
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
What are you gonna do?
I challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the dune seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggy and kill him for his insult to me.
What happened out there? Why is Jaggy so mad at you?
This is between me and Joggy. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Oh, Jaggy, what happened? Who are you? Just a Jedi.
You have done a great thing. One of our own had strayed, but you have returned Juhani to the Order. For this, you deserve the highest praise.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, there she is. So I've never done this in all of my playthroughs ever since I was a kid, is to actually save Korriban after the Sith
Hello.
things.
It is good to see you again.
Ithira, you made it here after all.
You told me I should rethink my path, and I did. You were right. It's been very hard to let go of all those thoughts about power and strength and victory. I don't know if I'll ever be completely free of them. The real irony is that despite what the Sith Code says, I have never felt more free. I think I might be able to find a little peace here, finally.
Why don't you come with me? I can use you at my side.
That's very tempting. But I'm not ready to leave here yet. And I don't belong on the path you have to take. I told you that on Korriban. It's still true. But perhaps you could come back afterwards. I could certainly use a friend then.
I'm glad to be your friend, Ithira.
That's good. I look forward to that time. Perhaps we can travel together then.
So the Jedi Council let you stay?
For now, they've been very welcoming. More than I'd expected. I met my old master. He cried when he saw me. I was embarrassed to see his weakness. Old habits die hard. But it felt good, too. It felt good to know he missed me. That he worried about me. The council said they would give me time to decide if I wanted to try again. If I was ready. I don't know. There's so much I've done.
You've seen what the dark side can do.
I suppose I have. It's still tempting, all that power. But I've had my fill of it, and it wasn't enough. My old master said he would start exercises with me again, slowly, when I was ready. He said my experience with the dark side could make me a very wise Jedi. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. Those words never held such resonance for me until I returned. I'd like some serenity, some harmony. Wouldn't you?
If I had a choice, yeah.
Yes, I suppose your fate still has much in store for you, just as I saw back on Korriban.
Do you ever think you'll ever go back to the Sith?
I don't know. I doubt it. Even if I wanted to, the Sith would never take me back. To them, I'm a traitor. But the dark side, that's a different matter. The dark side is not the Sith. I still feel its temptation strongly. My emotions are so strong. Just the other day, I nearly attacked a poor Padawan for tripping into me. Nearly berated his clumsiness and weakness. I didn't, thankfully. But it's difficult to fight off those feelings. How do you do it?
It's just natural, I guess.
You jest. But I think I know how you really feel. The one thing that made me come here was how hard I had to think to remember where I began and where Ithira the Sith Master ended. That wasn't the person I wanted to be. So how did I end up there? It will take some time for me to sort through that, I think.
What about all the slavers you want to fight?
You know, I'd forgotten all about that until I spoke to you about it on Korriban. Strange, considering my hate for them is what made me leave the Jedi. I think I've got to help myself first, before I can help anyone else. Maybe once that happens, I can work with the Jedi to make a difference. They may work slowly, but they do make a difference, don't they?
I think they do.
More than the Sith did. The Sith bring more misery than the slavers ever did. I don't know why I didn't see that before. I may not be able to change everything at once like I wanted to, but it would feel good to really help someone for a change. Maybe that's a reason to change. Maybe that's a reason to stay. I guess I'll see.
I've got to go.
Then may the Force be with you, my friend. I hope we will see each other again.
Happy Ithira is all happier now. Now, I think I'm gonna head to Manaan just to get the bounty hunting quest. Manaan. And get rid of these Gizka at the same time, might as well. I'm just skipping all these cutscenes. And the last vision. On this planet, I shall take with me this is just to grab a couple things. I'll probably take him out of my party soon anyway. Take the 2 Jedi. Take Juhani.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
So, the Sith and the Republic were coexisting peacefully? Well, relatively.
Peacefully? Not hardly. Just look in their eyes. You can see they'd like nothing more than to kill each and every one of us. Personal-like.
Is the work of the dark side.
If you say so, Master Jedi. It's very aggravating. Sometimes I just want to take one of them and... Ugh! And there's nothing we can do, though. The Selkath want to maintain their neutrality, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions. And that could lose us the war altogether.
Why are there Sith on Manaan?
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Ahto City in the first place. To export Kolto.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
No, that was all.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Yeah, I got that. Don't you worry. I might have to read these things because there's so much of these aliens. There's so much of these aliens around. This is a guy who says he wants to see what's in my inventory. I don't even like the Selkath. How they sound sometimes. Oh, thermal detonators. Never mind, take it back, Selkath. You have thermal detonators. Let's get some more money into this. I'll keep that carbine for somebody. Oh, bowcasters. Okay, buy list. Let's buy a couple more of these grenades. Oh, one more. I got suited up for everybody else. I only suited up myself, I think. Alright, who's on my team? Bastilla, you get Jedi Master Robes. That's good for you still. You keep that still. Alright, do I have another master? No, just knights.
What the hell is your kind doing here? Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking Cathar on this world too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
A big mouth like that can get you killed.
Ooh, big man. The Jedi shooting his mouth off from behind a lightsaber, or whatever you're carrying. Hiding behind your pet cat there. And a woman at that. We should have exterminated all you Cathar when we had the chance.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You?
Do you guys know each other?
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi, for you to sell your pet here to me?
Oh, wait, what? She's not for sale.
Now, don't be so selfish. We both know Cathar aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets, but the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say?
What are you saying?
What did you do on Taris, you scum?
Put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block. But those darn Jedi.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little Cather I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me.
You're buying Cathar?
When I was fighting with the Mandalorians against the Cather, I developed an appreciation for these creatures. They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser, non-human species. The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside.
You... my homeworld.
Come now. Will you let your pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price we both think is fair.
She is not for sale.
And I will see you dead for what you have done to my people.
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
There is no emotion.
There is peace. I will remain calm. I am a Jedi now. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes, yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
Oh, Zor. What have you gotten yourself into? Alright, Nabasa. Greetings, forgive me. Odd question. You want odd? He wants odd exotic species for sale. I have a Gizko. Are you interested? There's no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Whoa. I was hoping to sell them. What about we just call it? Let's call it even. Now I got the Gizka off my ship. I didn't get paid for it though, but who cares?
I'm here.
Yes, you are. Bastila. Let's get your wisdom up. Treat injury. Awareness. Oh, she's a couple of levels. Left her. Oh, she was on. We're on Korriban. She was on the ship the whole time. There. That should be good.
What?
Who are you? Oh, I don't want to play Bazak. Nope, nope, nope. I'm not doing any races, no Bazak. I don't need the money. Alright, so the port official. I need to talk to the port official. Yes, I'll follow the rules. Another docking fee? Okay, I'll pay 50 credits. You got a deal. No. Okay, I don't need to pay a docking fee then.
You should treat your power with respect, not use the Force on a whim like it is some toy.
Alright, the doors will be open now. Let's party selection. Let's take out Jolie. Or nobody for now. Nobody for now. Because to meet that bounty hunter guy, I have to meet him by myself.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Wow. Sith are terrible. Shady Rodian.
Kakincha nawabakaon. Pichage boran.
Answers. What are you talking about?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tong hitwama agi inko tune. Otong hitwama ji.
So who are you?
Kakincha nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ish.
Someone give me a message to see you.
Tong hitwama agi inko tune. Otong hitwama ji agi inko tune. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma.
Alright, never heard of you bounty hunters. 1,000 years existing?
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O tong hitwama ji aki inko tun. Tong pa no kun, no neck. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jus tong hitwama aki inko tune.
I do understand.
Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwam chiwa aita kan kicha na
I'll preserve the secrecy of the order.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu labo.
How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist?
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu.
You're just common assassins then.
Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo po. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Otong hitwama.
How kill innocent people help the Republic?
Jiska dosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na win. Jiska dosoki kopa. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. O jiska.
I don't want any part of this.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha.
I thought about it, and that's just more of traveling to each side of the planets. And to him. Let's get party selection. Now let's start doing the Sunray case.
Got something on your mind, dude?
You mentioned something about your wife before.
I don't.
Alright, I don't mean to pry.
Yes, you do. You may mean well enough, but my private affairs are just that. Let me tell you something. Once you've lived as many years as I have, you'll have yourself a long, long list of memories. If you're lucky, most of them will be good. If you're not, some will be bad. If you're really unlucky, some will be so bad you never want to be reminded of them again, ever. You'll go far away, to a place that doesn't hold any memories at all. And there you'll be happy just to forget and be forgotten.
Is that why you went to Kashyyyk?
Partly, maybe. I doubt I could ever explain it to you fully, even if I wanted to. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in love? Truly in love, I mean, and not simple infatuation?
Well...
Exactly. You're still at the beginning of your life. There will be women in your life. Perhaps many women. But if you're fortunate, you'll find love once. The Jedi, with their damnable sense of over-caution, would tell you love is something to avoid. Thankfully, anyone who's even partially alive knows that's not true.
Aren't you worried about the dark side?
Love doesn't lead to the dark side. Passion can lead to rage and fear, and can be controlled. But passion is not the same thing as love. Controlling your passions while being in love, that's what they should teach you to beware. But love itself will save you, not condemn you. Listen to me go on as if I had all the answers. What do I know of love anymore? I'm just a lonely old man who's not even a Jedi.
No, I want to hear what you have to say.
You do you? I wouldn't listen too closely. I'm no authority on anything. I just think that the greatest things in life shouldn't be avoided because they come with a few complications. Love causes pain, certainly. Inevitably, love is going to lead to as much sorrow and regret as it does joy. I suppose there are perfect, eternal loves out there, but I haven't seen any. And how do you deal with the bad part of love is what determines your character. What determines the dark side's hold over you.
Maybe the Jedi think you shouldn't take that risk.
Bah, a life without risk is boring. Is that how you want to live? You want love, you've got to fight for it. I'll tell you one thing. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you and the one you love simply aren't meant to be together. The trick is to know when that is. To know when it's time to fight and when it's time to part ways. There I go, waxing philosophical again. Somebody blast me already. Let's get going before I start talking in riddles, damn it.
A little more to Jolie.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
It's a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Did I go the wrong way? Yes, that's the Sith side.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm Deceased Beast. I like to see your inventory. Alright, let's enjoy your inventory. I don't need this. I took a wrong turn because this is the suit bikes. Yeah, and the Sith place. Just double checking so it's on my map. Yeah, super registration. I don't want to be involved with the swoops. Oh, but there's still missions down here. Never mind.
Takum justak Miki Grabel Mogo.
I'll be going.
Mucha shak pangpa.
I don't want to talk to any of these people. Who are you? Who are you, Guido? I just want to ask a few questions. Bye-bye. Because I know none of these people will give me anything. This is soup fans. I thought I'd see somebody to ask a question about anything on the planet. Alright, I'm gonna try to get to the courts so I can help Jolie's friend, Sunry.
Jolie, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolie. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
Of course, Malik isn't evil. He's just misunderstood.
I want to stop Malik as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Carth, or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group. With a lightsaber. And Force powers.
Okay. Let's go this way then. Koto distribution.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay. The court should be right here. Let's talk to Sunry. Oh. Only arbiters are allowed to see them? Okay. Guess I gotta become his arbiter.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries.
Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
$10,000 credits to each side. That was pretty neutral. Yes, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help.
Alright.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it?
He feels compelled to give me a good look. Let's see what I can do.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Don't worry, Laura. I'll save him. Or can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would had to have been considerably older than this Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age can overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, Laura. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Alright, now I can go in. Let's talk to Sunry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Okay, let's go over the evidence then.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There are a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask.
The judges say that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I need to investigate the case. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I'll be going.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright, let's go to the hotel and investigate the scene of the murder.
I hear you've been appointed.
Don't worry, I'll save him. Because maybe I can, maybe I can't, maybe I want to, maybe I don't. Let's see what the evidence shows. Is he guilty? Another store over here.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark? Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
What a nicer interaction. Do you have anything in stock? Oh, my game's gonna freeze out. I might call it there then, if my game's gonna freeze. See if I can save it. Nope. I'm gonna call for the night. It's getting late for me. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna continue playing tomorrow. So I say, take care of your mind and body, and have yourself a good one. Peace.